Alright there guys, this is Alan recording another comprehensive Magic the Gathering Arena draft. We will be doing some more Dominaria, considered the best limited formats, one of the best actually, and that's finally back on Arena again, so this will be my second Dominaria draft for the channel, so let's begin. Alright there, Dominaria Pack 1 Pick 1. What do we have? The fine pleasure of opening. Pretty powerful rare. Zahid, 6 mana 5/6 flyer is no joke, and if you have a Skittering Surveyor, you can just tap it, or any of your weapon to essentially just pay this for three generic and a blue, so definitely a first pickable card. Time of Ice is also very first pickable, better if your deck is very aggressive with lots of flyers, just like the deck that wants to play Zahid. But I think Zahid is definitely a better card. It can just put the opponent down behind on a lot of tempo, and then on the third chapter, yeah, it just returns all the tapped creatures to their owner's hand. So if your opponent tried to attack you previously, all the creatures that tried to attack will just go back into your hand. So pretty powerful card. Fungal Plot's pretty decent for the black-green Saplings deck. Best common in this pack overall is a Sheevan Fire, and I would take it over the Caligo Skin Witch. But here I think pack 1 pick 1, I would take Zahid, and then Time of Ice, and then Sheevan Fire in terms of power level. But Zahid is undeniably the best card in the pack overall, and undeniably in the best color as well, being blue. So easy Zahid. Followed by Zahid, we'll take the best blue common in this whole entire set, which is Blink of an Eye. People do argue that Cloud Reader Sphinx is also a very good blue common. I have to agree, but between Blink of an Eye and Cloud Reader Sphinx, I think Blink of an Eye just offers a little bit more. It's just cheap to use, it's interaction, and blue doesn't have the best removal, so it's always interesting. It's always amazing to just bounce a creature. The best card in this pack is the Untamed Kavu, however, if I want to keep my options open. I think Untamed Kavu is great. I think it's really good. I don't think it's super amazing that I want to stay open and move into green necessarily. I think pack 1 pick 1, I would definitely take the Untamed Kavu, but given that I took Zahid, I don't mind just cutting off blue and just taking the best blue common in this whole entire set, which is a Blink of an Eye. Other good cards include Mesa Unicorn, Caligo Skin Witch, Separately Migration, and Daring Archaeologist can be okay. And white is usually trying to do the historic thing, so sometimes it can gain a couple of counters, but regardless, Blink of an Eye is just too good, following up Zahid. And here we'll take the best common in the pack, which is Sheevan Fire. Best card overall, in fact. I don't really like Memorial to Glory. It's okay, but yeah, 2/1/1s isn't enough. Usually card draw recursion is better. And if we take Zahid, maybe we can set up a nice blue-red Wizards deck, which is also considered one of the best archetypes, along with green-black Saplings. But here we'll take a Sheevan Fire. And did we get rewarded? I mean, we do have see an Academy Drake, but none of these cards are really I mean, but Academy Drake isn't super amazing. I don't think we're looking to go wide with the Wild Onslaught. Valid Omnivore is also a Saplings type of thing. I think Academy Drake is fine, but I think I have to take a different approach here. Let's say we do end up in blue-green. I guess I don't mind having access to, I guess, a wild onslaught, I guess, if I pick up a bunch of sapling tokens. Spore Crown Thal is more like, I guess, a black-green card, since there's also a bunch of black saplings, but there's no blue saplings. So I think the right choice here is just to take the wild onslaught, or I can just take the Academy Drake anyways. Yeah, I think I'll just take Academy Drake. I don't know if we're going to be blue-red. It's still a fine blue card in any color. We'll just take the Academy Drake. Here, there's a second Academy Drake. Alternatively, I could just take a Sulphur Falls if I end up in the blue-red Wizards deck, and this can be a nice duel to help me fix. Given that I took already an Academy Drake, I don't think I need a second one just yet. It's definitely going to be better in blue-green if you can ramp and kick it out, but I don't mind just gambling on a Sulphur Falls here, and if I can end up in a blue-red Wizards deck, I'd be quite happy, given that there was a late Shivan Fire. There was also some pretty late green cards, again, the Fungus, the Sapling, the Wild Onslaught, but I mean, that's only for a go wide deck, and the Sapperling Lord was mostly for a black-green fungus deck, I think, and not something that you care about in blue. Here, I mean, if we end up in blue-red Wizards, a Run Amok is a quite solid combat trick, especially since blue-red is looking to be quite aggressive. Fine cards include Keldon Raider and Relic Runner as well, but we'll take a Run Amok. And I guess that's a late Wizards Retort, so it's a sign that the Wizards are open. We haven't picked up any Wizards yet, but the Wizards Retort is very good in the Wizards deck, and it's what you want, usually. None of these cards are really particularly exciting as well, so we'll take a Wizards Retort. And we'll just take an easy Divination. Warlord's Fury is also pretty solid in the blue-red Wizards deck, especially if you have a card like Adeliz. You can use a nice cantrip ability, just like in Core Set 2021. The blue-red cards tend to want to enable Prowess, and in this set, Adeliz is the only card that kind of enable Prowess in this set. But here we'll just take a Divination, keep ourselves open in blue, and we can just move into blue-black with a Caligo Skin Witch. That's a pretty late card. Yeah. We can be in blue-black, blue-red, and this Wizard's Retort will still be very good. Seeing this late is a sign that the black-blue control deck could just be open, and we just took a bunch of blue cards already, so I guess we didn't miss out on much passing up green. And now I don't mind a Tolarian Scholar as a filler wizard in case we want to enable more wizard synergies. The Fervent Strike can be fine if we pick up more Gitu Lava Runners. And we do have one copy of Run Amok already. I don't think we need to prioritize the second one. The Tolarian Scholar is begrudgingly playable, and we could use a wizard for some wizard synergy, so Tolarian Scholar it is. And we'll take a Pierce the Sky, which I actually been impressed by. Fine main deckable card in the set, especially since almost every single color has a flyer in it. If we end up in blue-red Wizards, I don't mind a Rampaging Cyclops as a fine ground blocker. Stronghold Confessor, more of an aggressive black card you want in like a black-white historic deck, but I'll take a Rampaging Cyclops, and Radiating Lightning is a fine sideboard card. So yeah, it seems like we're mostly in blue. We don't know what our secondary color is. We could be blue-red Wizards, blue-black Control, so we'll see. Opening up this pack, there's an Icy Manipulator that's good in every deck. Don't mind taking it here since I don't know if I want to move into blue-white historic, blue-black, and Black Blade Reforge is going to be best in a white deck since white is trying to do the whole legendary historic theme. But we'll take an Icy Manipulator as a nice interaction spell. Can also tap down their lands on their upkeep to prevent them from using their mana for whatever they're trying to splash for. Also, nice way to lock down a creature from constantly attacking you. Icy Manipulator is an amazing card. Let's take it here. That is a settle the score. Alternatively, there is an Academy Journey Mage as a fine card that's in the Wizards archetype. Settle the score is good. I mean, Song of Freyalise is also excellent, but I think the choice here is just between Academy Journey Mage and Settle the Score. We saw a late Caligo Skin Witch, but other than that, we didn't see any other amazing black cards. The Academy Journey Mage, even if we do end up in black-blue or red-blue Wizards, I think it's still a fine card I don't mind picking here. It's a lot more conservative option, but we don't know if we're going to be black in. I don't really want to miss out on an Academy Journey Mage, but Settle Score is pretty strong, but also the double black is a bit of a limitation. But overall, it's a better card in a vacuum. But I think the Academy Journey Mage can keep us flexible. And that is a late Urgoros, but there's also late Blessed Light. So we don't know if we're blue-black or blue-red. I mean, we did see a late Caligo Skin Witch. Now this is being passed to us. There's also Gitu Lava Runner, but it's not very impressive unless I know for sure I'm in blue-red. We didn't pick up a bunch of white cards, but Blessed Light can be pretty good in the blue-white Flyers historic deck. But it seems like we're mostly going to be focused on the Wizards in this deck instead of Flyers. So I think we'll just take an Urgoros and gamble onto blue-black control. It's a pretty nice curve topper. And that is a nice Death Bloom Thallid being passed to us. I definitely like that as an excellent 3-drop that can trade off in the early game, and also generates 1/1 Saplings. So I don't hate it here. Alternatively, there's a Windgrace Acolyte if we're trying to enable some graveyard synergies. So we'll see we end up in this blue-black control deck. Alternatively, I could just move into white with a Wrath Capuchin, Ship's Mage. I don't know if I want to do that. I have 2 6-drops already, so I don't know if I want Cold Water Snapper. I mean, I will miss out on Wrath Capuchin. Otherwise, I can just take a Weight of Memory, which is an expensive card draw spell at 5. We'll take a Wrath Capuchin. If we pick up a Skittering Surveyor, we could splash him. Do I want a Thallid Omnivore? It's an okay 4-drop in the blue-black control deck. Alternatively, there is Lingering Phantom, but again, we have a bunch of 6s already. I guess this is one that you can constantly get back, but a 5/4 body is not very impressive. This is going to be back best in black-green Saproling, so maybe I just take an Opt here. I think Opt is a much more safer choice. And we'll take another Academy Journey Mage, easy. So it looks like red is slightly cut off, so I don't think we're going to be in the blue-red Wizards deck anytime soon. What's going on? Why does this glitch keeps happening? It's like I click somewhere and then all of a sudden this happens. Late Thorn Elemental. I'll probably hate drafting the real pod. Here I'll probably just take a Partic Wanderer. Maybe we don't. I don't even think we're ending. We're gonna play it. And that is a G2 Journey Mage. Would be pretty good if we were in blue-red Wizards, but we're not. So unfortunately, this draft you guys have to stare at this terrible glitch happening during the draft, or I can just click on the home. I guess I'll just click out and click back in. But it's still there, so that sucks. Okay. Luckily, the person to my left is still thinking pretty hard. I guess I'll take a Gitu Lava Runner. Guess if I end up in blue-red, yeah, I think I want a Gitu Lava Runner in case I end up in blue-red Wizards. But we still don't have a sign where we want to be. We even got a Cold Water Snapper if we still end up in blue-red Wizards and we want to ban black. But that was a late Urgoros, which is a really good card. But overall, we still don't know where we want to be. In this pack, the best card is the Wrath Capuchin. Alternatively, there is another Wizard's Retort if we want to be even more controlling. Wrath Capuchin is pretty good. Do I just move over to white? I don't know if I want to do that. It's still only pack 3, pick 1. But Wrath Capuchin being passed to us pretty late was a sign that blue-white is open. But we do have to abandon all of our black and red cards, unfortunately. Alternatively, I can just take a second Wizard's Retort, which is never wrong, given that I have 2 Academy Journey Mages, Caligo Skin Witch, and Tolarian Scholar, so I think I'll just take a Wizard's Retort here, stay open. And now the red is flowing for some reason. There is a nice Fire Fist Adept as an excellent 5-drop in the Wizard's deck. Alternatively, I think Wizard's Lightning is just much more better. Or we can just take a Divination, which take a Wizard's Lightning for now. Maybe we still end up drafting red, and there we go, we got rewarded. Adeliz the Cinderwind. So yeah, thought we were going to move into black, but I think we're just going to be in blue-red Wizards, and I think Adeliz is stronger than Naban, Dean of Iteration, but Naban would have been also pretty good in this deck with double Academy Journey Mage. But here, the Adeliz is just what we're looking for, just an excellent flyer that we can cantrip with. How good is Valduk? We don't really have any auras to go with it. So I don't really like Jaya either. I also don't like Befuddle. Maybe we were just lacking 2-drops and we need something to play on 2. So maybe we're forced to play this Bloodstone Goblin, as much as I hate to say it. We need some 2-drops, especially if we're going to be an aggressive Wizards deck. This Rampaging Cyclops is definitely blocking my choices here. Might as well cast a Run Amok. So yeah, we know we're in Red-Blue Wizards now. It's pretty hard to see now that's being passed to us. It was pretty hard, rough decision knowing where to be in this draft, but now we see another G2 Journey Mage. Alternatively, there's a Memorial Genius, which would have been fine in our deck, but we can definitely make a few cuts. I think we'll just take another Journey Mage. It's powerful enough, and I can maybe ditch this Tolarian Scholar. Now the Merfolk Trickster is an upgrade over the Vodalian Arcanist. We don't have too many instances we want to cast for cheap. Guess we'll just take another Divination, more card draw, more ways to refuel, so we don't end up flooding ourselves. This Rampaging Cyclops is really annoying, Jesus. And another Merfolk Trickster, why not? We're a heavy Wizards deck. We could use some type of ambush trick on the opponent. And more Wizards for more Wizard synergies, of course, and I can maybe cut one of these bad 2-drops from the deck. But again, we do kind of need an early curve. Fervent Strike is not amazing. Yeah, these 2-drops aren't great, but I think we might need them. I do like the Academy Drake, though. It's just a fine flyer we can always cast. Guess I'll just take another Run Amok, or Unwind. I don't think I need a second Run Amok. Don't think I'm playing the Artificer's Assistant. It's a pretty bad card. Now that we have a bunch of Wizards, we can put this on as a turn 4 play instead. And this is just kind of our deck, I guess. We can ditch the Keldon Warcaller, or I guess this is 16 lands with the Sulphur Falls, or I can just, Naban. Naban's insane, jeez. Why? I guess Blue-Red Wizards was wide open this pack. So I'm happy about that. And even Valduk, even Wheels, but we don't really have any artifacts or equipments to go along with them, so this seems like a pretty good draft so far. And I had to click the confirm pick to get rid of this glitch. Okay, the glitch is gone. So that was a pretty annoying nuisance that I shouldn't have that I ran into. So we're definitely going to run 16 lands. We can ditch the Cold Water Snapper. We really don't need the Fire Elemental, especially if we're running 16 lands. I do like Zahid. It's pretty nice with the Icy Manipulator. I don't like the Rampaging Cyclops, but it can be a fine blocker if you're looking to play aggro. I like the Divinations. I love the double Wizard's Retort, given that we're a heavy Wizards deck. Wizard's Lightning was an excellent pickup. Although Fire Fist of Depth would be better, I think Wizard's Lightning is just much more easier to cast and efficient. Don't mind a Run Amok. Could cut one of these bad 2-drops. Maybe we'll just cut the Keldon the Warcaller. I don't mind the Opt with the G2 Lava Runner. So these are kind of like our non-creature spells, so to speak. And yeah, I guess if we count the G2 Lava Runner as a 2-drop, we kind of have 5 2-drops, I guess. All these at 3. These are a bunch of 4-drops. The Heat can be a win condition. Ali's can be a nice win condition. We just counter their stuff, bounce their stuff, and attack, I guess. And I think Run Amok is enough better than Fervent Strength that I'm just going to main deck it. What do we want to sideboard? Yeah, with double G2 Journey Mage, we don't need to play a bad card like the Tolarian Scholar. I think we should find enough Wizards, and having Naban triggered with the G2 Journey Mage twice is quite powerful. Cold Water Snapper, just a fine blocker in the late game, not really something we want. The Rampaging Cyclops can just be a better body on turn 4, and if we're lucky enough, we can get in for 4 and attack with this. Yeah, not really. Don't think I need a Fervent Strike in this type of deck. Don't think I need a Frenzied Rage. Don't think I need a mediocre 2-drop like the Keldon Warcaller. Valduk, again, we don't have any auras to go along with him. So it seems like this is what we're going to be drafting. Slightly favoring blue. So do I cut a red here? I do have a lot of double blue Merfolk Trickster here. Zahid. So I can afford to maybe cut a mountain and add in an extra island, given that I already have 8 red sources, including the tapped lands. So I'm pretty happy that I took the tapped land out of that gamble. For a moment there I thought I was going to be in blue-black control, but somehow, luckily enough, we got past all these wizards, red-blue wizard stuff in the third pack, and that's the goal of staying open sometimes in draft. So let's try this out. This is fun. And our picture, Adelise, of course. And let's fire this draft off. So I'm kind of happy taking those Academy Journey Mages over whatchamacallit, the settle the scores. Is this a glitch? What's happening on MTGA? I just finished a draft. Now the entire thing blanked out. Okay, I guess this is just going to be a part 2 video.